viewers, welcome to a live stream of Wizardry 8. Playing the vanilla version on well, actually, this is not expert. This is a tutorial, so this is easy novice Iron Man. So this is for beginners. Been trying to explain facts over time. So it looks like we got some monsters waiting for us here. So we're on Arnica Road right there, that flashing green mark. Incidentally, you can hit the tab button, bring this up, minimap, and then if you want to center on your party, you can click this over here. And then if you hover over it with the mouse, you'll see it flashing green. So these are the enemies there, the reds. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe more. Let's go ahead and center again. Another thing which I could tell you about is you can put notes on here. So, like once you discover something, wherever the tip of the pen is where it's going to place it. So right there. We know there's an Umpani house right at that spot. So that's pretty cool. Of course, you can erase the notes. And I guess that's about all to show you there. So anyway, on Arnica Road, this place is really dangerous for beginners because you're not used to the enemies and what they can do. You want to try to rest like in a corner like this. If we look, there's a little niche we can move into, and if you move slowly you won't bounce off the wall, and then you can back into it as much as possible. Typically enemies that are further away like this won't come towards you. It's not a guarantee, but typically they won't come towards you if you're here. So you can typically camp, get recharged before the fight. So we have all of our hit points back and our spell points. And they're still waiting for us, which that's common. They'll basically stalk you until you do something about it. So since there's a bunch of these, let's see what level we are. Level 8, 7 and 8, okay. We should be able to take these without having to surprise them. But you still may want to pull them back toward a little nook like this. That's typically what you want to do. So let's see if we have any adventure spells to cast first before we do that. Looks like we have armor plate. We have magic screen. And yes, probably about it. Yeah, that's all we got. So normally if you just walk forward a little bit, then they'll start moving towards you. They can see us now. And you can just let them walk forward a little bit and then just start pushing the back button to back up a bit. You can see on the mini map here they're starting to get close to throwing range. Now we went all the way back in the corner and they stopped. So the fact that they're within mini map here in red, if we start combat they will attack.
Let's get them, guys.
So that's what we'll do. And then since we're still a pretty new party, we don't have much area of effect. We'll use the Bard's piercing pipes. We do have noxious fumes and whipping rocks. Usually you don't want to cast cone-based spells unless they get to like a kind of a medium range. If they get too close, cone base generally will miss a bunch because they'll start to surround you. Unless you're in a position like this where they can't surround you, then what's going to happen is they're all going to funnel towards you and all get stuck right in front of you. So then cone base spells work fantastic for that. But if that's not the case, you generally want to do a radius target spell if you have one, like Noxious Fumes. Because that will hit all the way around you, and you can position it better. So we're going to go ahead and start with that anyway, because getting nausea on some of them will be a tremendous help. It will potentially cause some of them to miss their turns, and it'll also lower their armor class by 2, their evasion armor class. So let's see what the priest has. We do have whirlwind, and so we are going to cast that.
Very well.
We'll probably end up doing a bless here with Vidomina the Valkyrie. Bless lasts 2 rounds per level. Most likely this battle will only go about 4 rounds, maybe a little longer. So we'll just do power level 2.
I'm on it.
And the ninja, we're probably just going to attack. Yeah. And the ranger, we'll just go ahead and attack. So we want them to come toward us so we don't waste our spells. So once again, do the run command, Shift R,
taken care of,
and hit enter. Now they're all going to start moving toward us. We'll see here in a minute how many our cone-based spells are going to hit. Most likely not many at all, because this here is kind of like a wall. Even though we can see him, it's going to block it. So see if we retarget. These are actually out of range. They're in long range, which is why this didn't highlight them. So this one's not getting blocked by this wall. Probably if he was here, it would. But we don't really want to waste all this stamina on just one. So what you can do is when you right click here, instead of left clicking,
Very well.
see when we left click, it turns white. It means we have a target. Just right click where it's red and hit the escape key like that. So now he doesn't have a target and he won't waste his turn. Another lazy way is you could just aim like this.
Very well.
And they'll end up telling you in combat that they can't do it. But just to be safe, just hit escape and then they won't do it. So now this, we can target the radius based spell because it can go long range. So we'll just put that out there. The same with whirlwind, we don't want to waste it on just one, so we're going to hit escape.
fun, eh?
And since this one's the closest, I'm going to attack with the ranged weapons on that one. Made him afraid with the fear bolt. We got a bunch of nausea.
Taken care of.
Optimist will repeat.
Very well.
Bard's gonna do their last.
Very well.
Priest's gonna do his last, but we're still gonna do the run command so we can target them when they get closer. Some may not want to get closer, they may want to be throwing from long range. Sometimes that happens. But as these approach, they won't have a target, so then they're gonna want to come forward. Let's try to hit them all. Target this here.
Very well.
Target this
Very
here.
well. It can be done.
And we're good to go. We're just going to repeat the exact same spells on party member 4,
Very
5,
well.
Taken
and
care
6.
Very well.
Still let them move forward. Now normally what I'll do is I'll look at the number of hit points on the close units, and if I know I'm likely to hit them and do a lot of damage and kill one, I will actually target the highest hit point one first. The reason is because we have these spells that are gonna potentially kill the other one that has lower hit points. In this case, they happen to both have 34, so it doesn't really matter.
It can be done.
Let's target this guy.
Some
Hey, Mr. Spock, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Thank you. Yeah, Friday's going well. How about you?
Very well.
So now the alchemist, when I'm hitting L, it's not casting. So what that means is he's used up all of his air spell points where he can't cast noxious fumes. We'll hit M, and then we'll switch to whipping rocks.
Taken care of.
There we go. And you get a good amount of training. So then the question you have to ask yourself, okay, do I think I have enough spell points to be able to deal with more enemies if I run across them? Do you feel confident? If not, then try to rest. Glad you're doing well, Mr. Spock. Fridays are always good, aren't they? Unless you have to work on Saturdays, I guess. Alright, so it looks like some plants spawned. We can see them down there. Level 8, 81 hit points. This is either going to be... Most likely this is a Crimson Poppy, which can put you to sleep and get into melee range. It's possible it's like an Ironweed or something, but generally they don't have that high of hit points. Alright, so let's cast our armor plate again. Magic screen. Let's go take a closer look. Crimson Poppies, we identified them. Let's see, it looks like we dropped some items on kill here. Let's pick those up real quick. Are there useless items, Mr. Spock asks? When you mean useless, do you mean items that don't do anything in the game, or you just mean items that aren't practical? As in, if you get this, probably drop it, get rid of it. Yes, because encumbrance is an issue. So, like, if you just get a bunch of regular bullet stones and you're not using slings and you have more, you know, better ammo, you won't pick that up. It's gonna weigh too much. So there are things like that. And then, yes, also there are some items that are absolutely useless and don't do anything.
Very well.
They do 0 in the game. One that's really funny, and it's a rare drop, is called a rubber shoe. You can get a rubber shoe from someone. It does absolutely nothing. It's kind of funny.
I'm on it.
Alright, let's see who we're hitting here.
Very well. Very well.
Taken care of.
I need to get the ninja some throwing. One advantage to having a ton of really strong characters in your party is you can pick up a lot of junk before you get over encumbered.
Taken care of.
Very well.
This game does have a pretty cool encumbrance system though.
Taken care of.
If you put something over here in your party inventory, it actually spreads all the weight across the loads of the characters, including the strongest. So like it would take into account that this fighter is really strong, and she would actually carry more of the weight for this, which is really cool. If you put it over here and carried, then it directly impacts their personal encumbrance. Like I can take these suede pants. Oh well, can't show it to you now because I'm in combat, but if I took this, which weighs 6.5, and I drop it right here, you'll see this load go up by 6.5. Okay, since we didn't use many spell points there, now is a good time to move and progress onward. So last time we were in Arnica and we picked up a wheel key. Let's see. This here. So we're going to use this in the monastery to unlock a special treasure area. Don't get excited because it's not that great a treasure, but I'm going the wrong way. It's still worth going to get.
It will be done.
Okay, the coast is clear. Yeah, if it won't over encumber you, it's good to put it in the heavier, stronger party members. Like, watch how much her load will go up here. So 10 pounds. That decreases the weight on all these guys, most likely. Let's see, 52. If I put it back here. Well, it automatically distributed. Look, 126, 136. Someone is distributing the load of this. Let's see who it is. So if I just pick it up and put it on the cursor, his weight goes down by 3. So Miles is carrying 3 pounds of it. Vi's not carrying any of it. Fighter's not carrying any. The Ninja's carrying 3 pounds of it. So it's kind of interesting who it determines. So what's funny is it's only showing 6 pounds being offset, but that's not true. There's someone else that's offsetting the weight also. But it's not showing us who that is. Since these are whole numbers, it could be that there's fractional pounds being shared somewhere, but that's still buggy. It's not accurate. It's not showing you. Because it is 10 pounds. Yeah, collective carrying. And the really weird thing is it's not per item. So it can do like fractional weight and fraction off items and stuff. So it really gives you a huge advantage. Especially useful if you, like I said, you have strong party members. Ah! Okay, level 7s. We're going to surprise these guys. We're going to come back here. Let's take a peek. What range are they in? Long, okay. So if we look down here right now on the mini-map, there's still a tiny bit of red. I don't know if you can see it. But if I were to start combat right now, combat would continue, which we don't want. So we want to back up to where it's all white, which is what we have right now. So we're going to exit combat and go back in immediately. So that will minimize our movement loss here. And then we're going to throw a noxious fumes once we move forward a tiny bit. And then let's do Guardian Angel on Miles, because I think I have him up front still, yeah. The Bard. Let's go ahead and do piercing pipes. He's probably not going to reach. Do a bless.
I'm on it.
Taken care of.
And then we'll try a couple long-range shots here. Okay, let's see if we can hit any from here. Okay, success there. So 2 of them can reach. This cannot reach.
Very well.
So she'll just... If you target something that doesn't reach, you do not get penalized. You don't get penalized for it. You don't lose stamina, spell points, or anything.
Battle time. I'm
So basically, we got a surprise attack there. Nauseated a bunch, knocked a couple unconscious. Now we have a huge advantage. Now we'll just wait for him to get
Taken
close
care of.
and
Very well.
start killing them. I'm gonna do another guardian angel. We'll put another one on buy.
Very well.
Check.
'Cause these guys can do some good damage. They have a pretty good chance to hit. And we don't really have that many attacking spells at this point. So let's retarget Noxious Fumes, see if we can hit them all. We can. And then the Piercing Pipes, we can hit a pretty good amount.
Very well.
Okay, there we go. Yes, enemies do flee in the game. Sometimes it's kind of random. Some enemies will never flee. There isn't a surrender. There's no surrender. And then you can put effects on him, like this fear he has on, this little cat from the fear bolt. That might make him run. But they can run just from morale too.
Taken care of.
Very well. Very well. Very well.
See, that guy ran because of the fear effect. It's not a guarantee. Okay, we can hit more
Very
now.
well.
So if we look here, yellow, the one with Noxious Fumes, has their little triangle above all of these. That's how you can tell that they're already affected, that they will be targeted. So this guy did not come too far forward where we're missing him, so we do not need to retarget with him.
Very well.
And I do a shift click and everyone changes their aim to him for their ranged weapons. Made him afraid too. And the fear bolt. Highly recommend getting fear bolts as early as possible. Because they
Taken
give
care
you
of.
so much crowd control.
Very well. Very well. Very well.
So I did a run command so that they can come forward now, because I figured they were going to do this, where they move forward and some of my spells would miss. And this one came on the side here. Look at the mini map. He's like right here. And because there's no one in this quadrant, he can hit everyone. We don't want. So I'm going to turn like this. So now if you look on the mini map, he's facing the top front quadrant. They're like here. So now they have to go against these three guys. And everybody back here is safe. And if you look, I have the bard selected. You can see the light blue. And if what it shows on the mini map, the flashing ones, that's the ones currently getting targeted by the action of the bard. You'll notice this little red one here is not flashing. So I do want to kill this guy first because he's close, you know, and he's dangerous. I don't care as much about those back there. So I'm going to turn
Very well.
and retarget. Now you can see that all three of these are flashing. We're going to do the same with priest.
Very well.
Right now I have these two using a missile weapon. I'm going to switch that. So I do a 1W, 2W. And now it shows, you know, a melee weapon. You can do that here. If you go into their inventory, you can switch this way too. If you have multiple weapons. But it's just quicker to use the W. Let's make sure we kill that guy first. Ring of Protection, nice drop. Okay. So we're gonna repeat
Very well.
Taken care of.
Very well.
the spells. Mr. Spock says, looks like I'll have to keep a keyboard cheat sheet nearby. Yeah, you get used to it over time, but yeah, in the beginning,
Very well.
Taken
it's
care
definitely
of.
helpful.
Very well.
Reach
So now we have a choice to make. Do we stand back here and keep hitting them with spells? Because they're not going to come forward because they are ranged units. Which would hurt us and we'd lose a turn. Or do we just stand back here and keep attacking with spells? If we look, that one's almost dead. This one's almost dead. This one's not. So most likely we'll do enough damage to kill these, or at least get them really close to death. So I am going to attack from back here. Put all my ranged weapons on this. Let me see if Vi has a ranged. She's out of ammo. See, in this slot she should have ammo. The reason why I can tell that is because it's showing a sling icon, which is throwing and sling. But when I shift click, she doesn't target. So that's okay. We'll have to give her some ammo after. You can equip in combat if you want to. Sometimes you need to do that.
My Venus is extinguished.
So to do that, you could either hit this down here. Where is it? This here. Use equip item. Or you can hit E.
I'm on it.
Still don't have enough for noxious fumes.
Taken care of.
Very well. Very well. I'm on it.
So that guy's still running from the fear effect. He has 6 hit points, so we will kill him now with these ranged weapons.
The very hordes of hell could not do
So
it.
the equip action happens, you know, at the end. So let's go ahead and give her some stones if I have any. It looks like all I have is 4 impaling. That's not gonna last long.
Taken care of.
This guy's still running. We'll just let him run.
My Venus is extinguished.
Not gonna chase him down.
We did it!
And we got some good training there. Here's some stones. Bullet stones are crappy, but there's 18 of them, so why am I equipping?
Bad
Thieves'
news dead
Buckler.
ahead.
This is actually a really good shield early on. I think my bard is the... Yeah, my bard's the lockpicker. So if you equip these in the primary, this in the offhand of the primary weapon that's currently selected, they'll get the thief bonus against the treasure chest. However, if it's not and it's in this hand, it's not going to work. So this is good, this is bad. So you'll learn that over time. But let's see, let's give someone the Ring of Protection. Probably give it to someone that's up front. We'll give it to Miles right now. And then since we have this shield equipped now, let's go ahead and give the bard a weapon. He'll hardly ever get to use that unless I said like an enemy comes up from the side. Then he'll be able to. Alright, so this guy's finally coming back. Ah, we got some shurikens for the ninja. Nice. Dual wield. We'll put shurikens in primary and poison darts off him.
This will be it.
So the one that ran, he's almost dead.
It will be
We'll just
done.
kill him with weapons. ninja level up. Here's an example of something that's not worth picking up, by the way. Weighs 3.5. This is worth like 10 gold. Cloth pants. Okay, so ninja. Dexterity and strength. So I'm gonna save her spells. Work on alchemy, fire. I'm not doing fire. We'll do artifacts and throwing. Alright, so since we have some injuries, we can get some training here. Healing's one of the best ways to train. It'll train your main magic skill, like alchemy or divinity, and then it'll train the divine magic realm. Okay, so we might start fighting harder monsters in here now because we're higher level. So we are going to rest. Let's make sure there's nothing behind the walls here. Nope. You can safely rest down here. The monsters don't know how to come down here in this hallway.
Present.
So, we're going back to get the treasure. Just check the mini-map down here. Always keep an eye on it for reds.
Taken care of.
You might want to walk across doorways like this, long hallways, by going into combat like I did.
I'm on it.
Then if there is something there, you can back up and try to avoid them. If you're brave, then don't do that. Okay, here we go. Wheel key. Two screaming heads, level 7s. They're in throwing range. Because of that, the priest turn undead can reach them.
Very well.
We're gonna do that. The thing that bugs me about turn undead, it doesn't show you that you're targeting them. As far as I know, it's the only ability in the game like that. We want an element shield.
Taken care of.
And
Very well.
pierce pipes is fine. Good bless.
I'm on it.
This first round is to just get our element shield done and turn undead. Okay, this one got paralyzed by the turn undead. This one did not. So, let's switch back to Whirlwind, because I don't think we have Soul Shield. No. Whirlwind.
Very well.
Soul Shield is good against these because they do insanity and stuff like that. And Soul Shield protects you from divinity and mental spells. Whereas Element Shield protects you from fire, earth, water, and air.
Very well.
Kind of fun, huh?
This one tried to blind us, which is fire. So the element shield helped protect us.
Hola, podrida.
Alright, he's
Very
almost
well.
dead.
Very well.
Taken care of.
Not much training. Okay, so these two items are set items. They're pretty decent early on. 20% water resistance, that's interesting. It's actually kind of useful. Let's take a look here. On the second tab, we can see our resistances. The light blue is because we have magic screen on and maybe some other item bonuses. The dark blue is your natural resistance based on your race and stuff like that. So the ninja's 51. I'm gonna give this to the alchemist so he gets higher water. Water's really important to have resistance against because of paralyze. Helps protect you against that. Alright, let's identify these. So we have Demon's Bane. This does 10.5 damage on average. +1 to hit, +1 initiative. Double damage against demons. Which you don't really fight too many of those, but... And then, Swinger Thrust. Let me take a look. What are you using? Diamond Epi. So this does less damage. Weighs 4. +3 to hit, +4 initiative. Rust only. This weighs 6.5. So this is kind of a close call. Let's see what the game thinks. I'm assuming it's going to leave this about the same attack rating. Yeah, it's saying the Demon Bane is slightly not as good.
Now this one's a keeper.
So what we could do is give this to someone else if we want another sword user. Vi's been doing pretty good with her stun mace with the 15% knockout. It is heavy. He's got the Bloodlust sword, which is much better. We'll just give it to the... Oh, the bard can't use it. Okay, hang on. Give this to the fighter. The bard will take the diamond epi. Okay. We also have a bow. This is a good bow. It can also knock out 2%. Double damage against demon. So that's an upgrade over the longbow. Okay. So that's good enough. So then we got 2 more. Yes.
Trapped. Present.
I'm gonna rest. I want to be able to cast Divine Trap. I'm gonna cast it at the max. So now if we look, we want the bard to have the shield and the primary hands like this. So that he gets that 10% bonus. Oh, come on, priest. So we got 81. Rune of Madness. I should have cast Magic Screen. We'll just take a risk here. Hey, Moody, welcome to the stream. You're 6 out of 10? Alright. Glad to hear it. Bassinet, that's probably useful. These might be throwing stilettos. Yeah. So these have a good kill chance, but you just don't find a lot of them. I'll hang on to them in case I find more. On the ninja, these are really good. Let's rest one more time. Moody says, are there traps on chests that you would 100% avoid for Iron Man? Yes. Especially depending on your playstyle, absolutely.
Trapped.
Like, I use a lot of items, powders and potions and stuff. Heat wave bombs, called heat wave, I will avoid, because if you set those off, you'll lose, like, you could have like 200 potions and powders and books, and you could lose like half of them. And typically what's in the treasure chest is definitely not worth it. So I almost always avoid those. The what's it called? Like the spectral ray type one's kind of dangerous too.
Trapped.
I would avoid that if I know it's not that good of a treasure chest. Even Guardian I will avoid sometimes if it's on a chest that I get to early, because a Guardian could kill you quite easily early on. Let's see. The Philosopher's Bane you want to avoid sometimes. That'll turn 90% of your gold into lead. If you have a lot of gold, that's horrible. So yeah, the Guardian. Rune of Death, if you don't have good Divine Resistance, that's a bad one. But generally, you don't have to worry about that too much. So that's pretty much it. Catapult. So this just does damage. Unidentified longsword. Interesting. I bet that's a tarnished sword. Oh, enchanted longsword. Okay. Well, we got a good one at least. Not going to use it, but it's better than tarnished. All right, let's see.
Present.
So we're done with this. We can leave this area. Okay. Priest, you have earned a rename. We have our first failure, guys. Too many failures on orange. Now all of a sudden she's casting successfully. Oh, there's some enemies. I think they're below me. See on the mini-map?
Very well.
See if we can see them through the floor. We can, right there. Look at that. That's a metal slime. I actually kind of want to fight those. So this is interesting. Yeah, let's go fight him. We can get back down there by going around the ramp. They can give good training.
Taken
See
care
if we can
of.
sneak up on them.
Taken care of.
There they are. Metallic slimes. There it is. Okay. Get noxious fumes on it.
Taken care of.
Very well.
So what I'm gonna do is move these guys back here.
Taken care of.
Very well.
Alright, and then we'll do an element shield.
Taken care of.
And we'll get a guardian angel on the fighter since he's the lone
Very
person
well.
up front.
Check.
Very well.
Oh, this one got knocked out, I think. Yes, he did. Wow.
I see something moving. Very well.
Nice. These take reduced damage. He came to already.
Taken care of.
Very well.
Take this.
I should clarify, they take reduced physical damage, not spell. So this one can shoot me at the same time, so I'm going to move a tiny bit here.
I'm on it.
Taken care of.
Right here.
Blocked.
Blocked, okay.
It will be done.
Wow. Did that one quickly. This poison will help a lot on this. Take damage over time, and plus it reduces its armor class.
Taken care of. Taken care of.
So the way these are positioned, if you look here, we can't really get them both in the front. So I'm going to aim this way. We're going to first click this, and then we're going to turn like this. Miles will be able to attack that one with his bloodlust. Or about 50. Nice. That would have taken so long on expert.
I had a feeling.
Easy novice is so easy. Okay, Vidomina. Let's do strength and dexterity. Now she can get a level 2 spell, but look, it's only in divinity. It's only in divine. The reason is because her divine plus her divinity main school is high enough to just barely qualify her for a second. If she would have had high water, then potentially she could have got like cure light conditions, but it's not high enough, the combination. This is what I'd get anyway, because this spell's overpowered. So let's see. Let's start working on our artifacts. Okay. Go back up and get out of here. List.
Present. Done it.
See any reds? The Arnica Road. All right. Oh, we got some crabs this time. Crusher crabs. Okay, now these are quite dangerous. And they have extended range. You do not want to fight these out in the open. You really don't want to fight anything out in the open, but especially not these.
This battle will be as short and sweet as a summer
Can knock
rain.
you out, and then they already do massive damage, but then if they knock you out, they can either do double damage on top of that, or they can reach past the knocked out character and hit ones behind it if there's only one in front. So very, very dangerous. So we'll try to nauseate some. That's very helpful.
Taken care of.
Do a Guardian Angel on the fighter.
Very well. Very well.
Piercing Pipes and a Bliss.
I'm on it.
Check.
If things start to look dangerous, I'll probably try to blind them. They have a lot of hit points.
Very well.
We're hitting all of them because they're all flashing down there on the minimap. Okay.
It will be
Check.
done.
Mr. Spock says, one of the advantages I'll have is that I don't do Iron Man, so I can battle. If I can lose, I can reload, try different tactics. Yes, exactly. Very true. It's like speedrunners that, you know, use save states and
Taken
at
care
a hard
of.
location, they just keep doing it over and over and over, and it's so much faster and easier to learn that way than playing all the way through, getting to
Very
the spot
well.
again, you know, like old school. So yeah, it's the same
Very well.
concept that works super well.
I'm on it.
So these have extended range. If you right click, see their current range is extended, but it says maximum attack range extended. So as long as we keep them in extended, they can't hit these. They can only hit this group. But if we move to close range, then they can hit this group or this group, which we don't want. So we're going to do this. Keep them in front.
Very well. Very
This
well.
one's knocked out. Okay. So Miles won't get to use his sword, but that's okay. This one's afraid and nauseated, so there's a decent chance he'll lose a turn. He already lost his nausea condition.
Taken care of.
Very well. Very well.
I'm gonna go ahead and do another Guardian Angel. Put it on fly.
Very well.
This one's gonna approach now. Because of that, we're gonna move Miles here. We'll put Miles and Vi on the side.
I'm on
Taken
it.
care of.
Okay. Looks good. Now here's another technique to show you. So we're pretty sure the computer tries to go the shortest route. So most likely he's not going to run all the way around here. He's going to run over here. Unless he can't fit. which is possible with this wall here. I don't know. If that's the case, then he'll run all the way around here. But normally, if you think he's going to go here, try to move as close as you can get with your attack spell to target this spot. As you can see, this one's not getting targeted. So if I move just a tiny bit, then it is. So that's
Very well.
where we're going to target. And if it's radius based, you could just
Taken
pull it in
care of.
close and you'll for sure hit. I suspect he won't reach here because they're pretty wide. So he probably is going to come over here. So let's do it the opposite way. We'll do this.
Very well.
Ah, he could fit.
Take this.
Didn't look like he could, but he could. This should get him.
Taken care of.
Okay.
Very well. Very well.
Job done.
These look easy, but it's because we're playing on novice. You play these on expert, they're very hard.
My illness is extinguished.
Okay.
Very well. Very well.
Hell, you're doing a good job failing. Killer crabs, that's right. They can knock you out too when they hit you. This is why Guardian Angel is so good. Protects you from special effects on melee attacks if you don't take damage. Hey guys, hang on a second. I'm gonna take a break here. I'll be back probably in about 5 minutes. Okay, everyone, I am back. Get rid of this graininess. Reload the game, otherwise it's low resolution. All right. So we're gonna go to Impani Base Camp next. It's the Rhino guys.
Bad news dead ahead.
Plants. And run past them. It's a little dangerous to do that because you can get sandwiched between two groups of enemies. But I did it just for the stream's sake to get past that. So I don't have to waste time on them.
Things for me.
Skull? Nah, not worth picking up. Alright, let's take a look here. Hogar, level 7, 425 hit points. When you have Guardian Angel enemies like this that are singles are a lot easier to take on. He's yellow, so he's neutral. So as long as you don't get close to him, he won't attack you. If you get too close, he'll turn hostile. But because of that, we can surprise him. Just throw a Noxious Fume his way. Get a Guardian Angel going on the fighter.
Well.
Move these two out of the way.
I'm on it.
And let's do a long-lasting
Very
bless.
I
Check
can't
done.
reach it.
Fun, huh?
I'm on it. Let's get him, guys.
There we go. Hey, Rishinaka, welcome to the stream. How are you? Is there a reason to avoid the main paths, like stone roads and hug the walls, or are we just following Gandalf's advice, stay off the road? Yes, really big reason. You'll get surrounded, and this method here, this mechanism will make it where you can't defend your back party members. Like, there's kind of a way you can if it's all short ranged attacks. You could move the casters inside like this. As long as you have people on the outsides like this, then they can be protected on the inside. But you're not normally traveling that way, and it's just, you don't want to get surrounded. You'll start having all kinds of attacks from behind and stuff. So if you walk and hug the walls, you can't get surrounded. It's one of the most important lessons in this game for newer people.
Taken care of.
Positioning is a huge deal. Okay, let's see. Whirlwind.
Very well.
Very well.
It will be done.
Mr. Spock says related. Stealth gets you far in this game via bypassing things. Yes. Yes, you can get past a good amount of things with stealth. There's a spell called Chameleon. And if you have the stealth skill itself, I don't think that applies to them seeing you. It applies more toward combat. Let me see if it has a description on it here. Avoid their physical attacks. Yeah, so the stealth skill does not help you with avoiding enemies in combat. I'm using a word that might be confusing. When you're roaming around and you're not in a battle, this does nothing for you. Stealth. In the battle, it does. It makes it where they can't target you sometimes. In fact, sometimes, like if you only have one character in the party and they have really high stealth, sometimes the enemies will just stand there. They won't do anything. But combat will keep going. It's kind of broken. Now, the chameleon spell, if you cast that, can help you sneak around the adventuring area outside of combat and not be detected. So I know that was long-winded, but that's...
Very well.
There is a distinction. Did I move the wrong guy? I moved the wrong guy. And I'll give you a lesson on this too. This is kind of buggy. Sometimes you'll grab one and drag it, but it happens to bump something and push another one out. Like that. So you have to be really careful. I wasn't careful there, and the fighter did not get moved to the right position. So this round, Miles is the one up front.
Okay. Taken care of. Taken care of.
Okay, let's see. Should we go? Puddles are not for the men. Yeah. Yes, chameleon helps outside of battle. Correct, it does nothing inside battle. Stealth does nothing outside battle, only does stuff inside battle.
Taken care of.
But yeah, like blinding flash, in case you do get surrounded, or if they come up around you like this, you're still stuck because you can't go through the wall. So blinding flash is great, pandemonium's great. Those types of spells can cause the enemies to break away from you so that you can run. That's why I always say pandemonium's one of the best spells in the game.
Very well. Very well.
For that kind of deal. And so is blinding flash.
Very well.
Can help save your life. Prevent party wipe.
Taken care of.
Very well.
So he's still afraid. He may run away
Taken
still.
care of.
Yeah, he's still running. We'll chase him down.
Very well.
We're gonna assume he's gonna keep running.
Taken care of.
But we're gonna still try to sneak
Very
some
well.
attacks in. He's faster than us. So he went first.
I regret that will be impossible.
I'm afraid it's not possible.
The very hordes
Very
are
well.
taken care of.
He's still running. Now what's cool is enemies have stamina. So he will eventually lose all of his stamina. He's got a ton, but most enemies will eventually run out of stamina as they're running.
I'm on it.
You can too. As you run, you'll watch these yellow lines. See them go down? But we can restore our stamina in general, whereas the computer a lot of times can't. Okay, we're right next to him now.
Very well.
See if he still runs.
Taken care of.
Very well.
I am done.
There he goes.
I regret that will be impossible.
We got him with our
I'm
noxious
afraid it's
fumes.
not possible.
Very well.
Very well.
I'm on it.
I must rest.
Yeah, pandemonium's also really dangerous though. Like if you backfire it,
Very well.
or
I'm on
there's openings where the monsters can run behind you because they get scared. Sometimes they don't run away from you. You'd think they would run away. Sometimes they'll run past you and then they'll surround you. So pandemonium can kill you if it's not used in a good spot and you're not blocking behind you. There's so many nuances in this game.
Very well. Okay.
Man, this terror is lasting forever. He's actually all the way to the cave that I'm going to be going after. Okay, it finally wore off.
Back to normal again.
Very well.
He pulled in these 3 seekers over here.
Very well.
I am done.
Oh, now he's retreating this way. I guess we're just gonna take... Oh, where did he go? He's over there now.
Bad news dead ahead.
I guess we'll just kill the Seekers. Which Nugget says, so in some ways, this does kind of play like an MMO. You're able to roam
My
around,
illness is
aggro various groups if you're wanting to risk it for the biscuit. Yeah. Yep, only you have a party instead of a single
Very well.
character.
Taken care of.
It's called a blobber.
very well.
Bogar's retreating. We'll deal with him later. AI doesn't know how to rest. Yeah, it happens in areas with hallways a lot of times where you think your sides are blocked, but they're not, and the enemy can sneak past you. It's killed me in Rapid's Rift before,
I'm afraid it's not possible. Okay.
The very hordes
where
of
Rapids
hell
ran
could
past
not
my
do
party, and then they came in on me and killed me from behind.
All creatures must rest eventually.
So
My illness
that's
is
a lesson I learned.
Eyes a match of bad thing.
Gotta be
Better look this
careful.
way.
You just have to be aware of all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure at some point I'll mess it up again.
Taken care of.
Get some free attacks in here.
Very well.
I'm on it.
Hola podrida.
Fortune will see us crush this enemy.
Taken care of.
Very well.
Very well. Taken care of.
See, here's an example of where they would have tried to surround me and get past me back here. But since we're by the wall, they can't.
Taken care of.
Very well. Very well.
Hola podrida.
Very well.
Taken care of.
Care of.
Yes, you definitely have to think in 360 degrees. The cool thing is this little mini map down here shows you though. You know, so as long as you get used to this, you can play it pretty well.
Very well.
Taken care of.
Very well.
Yeah, we get some treasure back here. Nothing we're probably going to use. This axe. No bonus to it. It's slow. It does decent damage, but it's a two-handed weapon that's heavy. And it does double damage against plants. But that's why I made a mod. Just because there's not enough items in this game that are balanced out. There's tons of swords, and there's not much of anything else. Wow, failure cast all of his spells. Good job. Okay. So there's some red over here. There almost always is. Rank weeds. Yeah, these can be brutal. Especially if you don't have missile shield. Element shield helps because they do a lot of poisoning and nausea. But we're just gonna let them walk past. See him walking away. Sometimes you just want the enemies to go away. Oh, we got some swallowers coming. Okay, so Guardian Angel will help a ton with these.
How exciting!
I'm gonna put it on the fighter. They are going to surround me because I'm not in a good position, so they're gonna at least be here and here. So let's move Miles over here.
Taken care of.
Vi will do a Guardian Angel on him.
I'm on it.
And my priest will do one on my
Very
fighter.
well.
And then we'll do an element shield.
Taken care
The
of.
reason is because these can swallow you, which is kind of an interesting effect. What it does is it takes the character out of combat, so you can't use them. It puts a question mark next to them. And then they're not dead yet, but if they swallow every party member, it's a party wipe, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you lose their actions, and then each round that they're swallowed, they take damage. So, in a way, swallow can actually be worse than critical hits. Because with a critical hit, you could use resurrection and get them back in combat. You can't do that with a swallower. When you get swallowed, you have to kill the swallower in order to get your character back in combat. So it's a really interesting effect. It's
Very
gonna
well.
bless.
Taken care of.
But we're gonna try to position here where they can only hit the front and that side.
Fun,
Hey Jimmy, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? So how does Failure and his cousins get out of the doghouse? If they go a whole stream, my rule is if it goes a whole stream without failing one time, then they'll get named back. That's what they need to do. But anyway, I think I didn't talk about it. So, Element Shield boosts all the elements, including Earth. And that's what the Swallow effect tests. So, if they successfully do a Swallow, it tests against your Earth resistance. So we wanted to get that on there.
Very well.
Okay, so we got Guardian Angel on the 2. Whirlwind,
Very well.
Noxious Fumes.
Taken care of.
Very well.
Very well.
Position like this. Jimmy says, if only we were a team of alchemists, we cover ourselves in castor oil and be vomited back up. Yeah, gee, if only we had a 5 alchemist party.
Very well.
Very well.
I'm on it.
Ah, this one ran because of the fear bolts. So he's in short range, so he could swallow.
Very well.
I want to get him right on the edge of this. So when the other one comes forward, he'll be over here.
Hand me some ammo.
Knocked him out. When you play on novice, it's just the chance of effects happening goes up tremendously. If you play on expert, it's the opposite. The chance of getting an effect to work is very low.
Taken care
Very
of.
well.
Very well.
So look at this. He did sneak up on the side. He's just barely on that side, which is why we put Miles here. He's got his Guardian Angel ready. So now we can turn
It will be done.
and get the fighter up front. He bit Miles, but he missed. There, he actually hurt him, but he didn't swallow him.
My illness is extinguished.
Okay, we got one more.
Taken care of.
And he's running away because of the fear bolt. Just let him go. Oh, he's coming back. It said charges, but he's so far away.
For now.
Combat ended. Sure, we will run across him again. Oh, we ran across the weeds now. Okay, we definitely want an element shield. Help protect against the poison. And a guardian angel. These shoot? So I'm actually going to put guardian angel on my weaker characters.
Very well.
Put it on the alchemist. Let's get a long-lasting bless.
I'm on it.
Very well.
These are such a pain. Okay. We don't really have any long-range spells we can cast here. So I'm probably going to have to move forward. Let's get another guardian angel before I do that.
Very well.
Put it on the bard. We can definitely throw a cherry bomb now. The ninja throwing's over 40.
It will be done.
We'll do that. Ranger, what's your throwing? 20. That's not good enough. Artifacts 39. Do you have any artifacts? Throw haste, we don't want to waste that. This is throwing, so we don't want to use that. So let's throw a cherry bomb. Yeah, and then we'll move forward next round. I mean, we could do a range war with them. We have decent ranged. Let's do one round.
It will be done.
Let's see if they move to throwing range.
Taken care of.
I
Taken
went
care of.
far.
Nice. This one's in throwing range. We can hit them. Amulet is static.
Very well. Very well.
I'm on it.
I want to move forward a tiny bit.
Very well.
There we go. Now we can reach and roll.
The seven hells, be careful.
He backfired the amulet is static.
That's a relief. Very well.
By the seven hells.
I'm on it.
Taken care of.
Hola podrida.
Very well.
Nice.
I am no longer afflicted.
You guys are good.
My illness is extinguished.
Good experience. Alright, we still got that swallower out there somewhere.
Things for me. Look, it's
I think
alive.
he's coming up on us now. Go back in the corner. There he is.
This little dust up will be no problem.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Let's see, what do we want to do with him?
Taken care of.
Very well.
Very well.
Bloodlust sword. Ah, nice. He was already injured pretty good. So Miles took it out quickly. Hey, Kipper, welcome to stream. How are you doing? It's going great. This is kind of a tutorial for beginners. Part 5 of the tutorial. Just giving more details on things I wouldn't normally tell people. How'd the rest of your Baldur's Gate stream go?
Hey, listen, guys.
So Miles
What's
doesn't
the
want to go
word on the
here,
street?
so we just leave him.
Look me up.
Goodbye.
He'll be back in Arnica.
Guests
It's
enter.
one of the reasons why
I used to
having
come here quite
RPCs are a
bit when I was
pain.
young.
Halt! Are you carrying any flammable devices? It's important to know. Interesting. I'm sure they'd like to have a word with you inside. You're free to enter. I'll hold the fort here, fellas.
My pleasure.
Party died. Yeah, but you're just doing a... It's the first time you played the game. You're not doing an Iron Man run, right? So... Just reload. Was it a hard death? Like, did you fight bravely? Or was it like a wipe?
Now who could that be?
Would you like to enlist? Good to hear. That's special tactical.
So, there's two main factions in this game where you can get all kinds of
Okay, pups.
experience for doing quests.
Farewell.
This is the Umpani, this is one. And the other are the Trang. They're
Guests enter.
the spider slug guys.
Hi guys, you explorers or something? I just joined IUF. You want me on your team? This is all very exciting for me.
So we'll add Sparkle into our party. She's an RPC. We won't have her too long. She's not going to want to go to a lot of places either. Let's see. I guess we'll give her this for now. Leather helm, upgrade. We'll give her the Woodsman's Axe. And she's overloaded. Get these arrows out of her inventory. Then you couldn't recruit any NPCs? Gonna go back on Monday and just start with a single character? Ah, okay. Yeah, that's probably good, because then you won't miss the whole story then, Kiffer. Dak Novak, welcome to the stream, asks, do leavers take their equipment with them? Not most of it. They leave behind like 95% of the items. They do have a few special items that they won't part with. Like Vi Domino won't part with her stun mace. If you try to take that from her, she's like, hey, get your hands off it. But besides that, no, they'll leave it all in the party inventory. You had to log in to a day with a different OneDrive account, then I logged out and it unlinked my account. And there was a whole thing. Oh, that sounds painful, Kiffer. But he says, I remember mentioning file issues. It's due to incomplete OneDrive backups. I'm trying to completely uninstall OneDrive. Yeah. Oh, sure. My pleasure, Dak Novak. Any other questions, just ask away. So we're going to do the first mission. Before we do that, we'll go ahead and talk with these other NPCs. There's one here you can recruit.
Now, who could that be?
Who or what is
He's a
that?
bard. He's actually pretty good. But he won't go to a lot of different places either.
Keep a song in your...
So I'm talking to him just to get the communication
Tell me
boost.
again.
Same with this guy.
I hope you... What'll it be? Let me know when you...
My pleasure.
And we'll go talk with the clerk over here.
Who is that?
Knit around here. Don't let the door hit you.
Goodbye.
Back so soon.
Okay, cool. So now we can start selling a bunch of junk. Click party inventory down here and let's just see all the junk we can get rid of. So reduce our weight a lot also. Sparkle has a short bow. We'll give her the long bow. Oh, and the other thing they won't give away is if they had a cursed item equipped. Like Miles had Bloodlust Sword equipped, so he still has that on him. He did not get rid of it. Let's see, what do you have? You have a hauberk, breastplate. So we'll give this to Bard. Kipper says, can you kill them and take their stuff? Let them get killed? Yes. Yes, you can. Let's see Sparkleback. Yeah. She's not the best NPC and she won't go anywhere, but she is highly entertaining. Okay, let's see here. Let's get rid of some of these. So we can combine sneeze powder and flash power later to make pandemonium via alchemy. What is your alchemy, by the way? 67. I wonder if that's high enough. Let me look.
Excellent.
Nice. The only person I would trust to throw it though is the ninja. And even that's sketchy.
Excellent.
Because they have 42. It's a bit sketchy. But if we get in a real bind and we're probably going to get party wiped anyway, then we'll definitely throw it.
I'm afraid it's not possible.
So let's put it in your inventory. Okay, so we got all of our stuff sold there. Let's see what he has for us. I guess we'll start with the alchemist, see if he has any books. Book of Razors, Book of Nox, Book of Chameleons. Nice. I guess I will buy all those. And then, oh, and incidentally, what I did there to see what he could use, if you click this third icon, show usable items, and then you pick the character, it'll show things that only that character can use. So I don't see any books for the priest.
You have summoned me?
Check the ninja. Book of Light, okay. Book of Blinding, all right. We'll buy both of those.
Prepared.
Ranger's also alchemy spells, so we don't even need to check him. Okay. Wow, I've got 4 alchemist casters. Sparkle, she's Ranger, Ninja, and the Alchemist. And we have 2 priests. Priest, and then the Valkyrie's priest. We have no mage and no psionic.
You have summoned me?
Okay. Ooh, there's a Haya bow. We could get for the ninja. She's been using polearm. Polearm 17. Staff's only 5. I think I'm gonna just stick with the polearm. Because eventually I want to get her like a dread spear. Paling stones, those are good upgrades. Split. So she's still overloaded. You can see that there with the blue. So I'm going to split again. Now she's not overloaded. Okay. Nice. Yeah, ninjas cast alchemist spells. So do rangers. That's correct. Hey there, Caligula. Welcome to stream. How are you? Speaking of Sparkle being back, am I right in thinking that you can pull a Mr. T from the A-team on characters by knocking them unconscious? Transition into the zone so they won't normally go. Yes. You get their stamina down to 0, they'll fall unconscious. The problem is when they get to that area, they'll be cursed. They'll have a hex on them, and they'll be terrible. Like all their skills go down, their attributes, so they're terrible with everything. And they'll complain the whole time. But yes, you can drag them there that way. Hiya, Bo. Are you having a great day, Bo? That was moody. Okay, let's see. Get rid of some of this junk. All right, so that's all for the ninja. Let's look at the fighter. Hunter corals. I should probably get some of these for when I run out of fear bolts. Let's get 50. Black jackets are really good. Plus 9 armor class and they only weigh 16. Definitely buying that. Mesh leggings are also really good because they're super light. They only weigh 11. Plus 7 and lots of classes can use them, including an alchemist. Buy that. Steel gauntlets. It's time for more of those. We'll get some for Vi. Ice bombs are fantastic, but they're really hard to use successfully. You have to have like at least 50 something throwing to be pretty safe because they're power 6 ice ball, but they're really good. Okay, now while I'm here, since I don't have a mage, I'm going to buy a bunch of these missile shield scrolls. And then we want the Umpani flag. That's for a quest. Okay, Ranger, is there anything we want to get you? Probably not. Nope, okay.
Don't
Okay.
let the door.
So these, Fighter already has steel. Vi does not. She needs gloves. Now the mesh leggings, let's look at strength here. She only has 35 strength. Priest only has 35, carrying 64, carrying 49. So these are going on the priest. Lightened her load there. And then stud chausses will go on the alchemist. Leather greaves are really good because they're light, but only +6 versus these being +8. But this is an upgrade over leather leggings, so we'll put that on Vi. And the flak jacket, we'll put this on the alchemist. It's an upgrade, still not overloaded. And then this will go on the bard. Okay. And then we can do our first quest, which is an insta-kill quest. Can you tell what the blue number is on items? So the load up here turns blue if you're carrying too much. The item itself here just says how much it weighs up here, but it won't tell you if you're gonna be overloaded. You can put it in inventory over here to see. Like, let me just drop it over here. He's so strong. Okay. See how it says 99 out of 247? Once the number on the left reaches half of this number, it'll turn blue. So 247 divided by 2 is 123.5, something like that. So as long as this number stays below that, they won't get overloaded. So let me find a weak one. Like him, see, he's close to reaching half. So if we drop this in his inventory, boom, he lost that. You can see part of the penalty here. Let's see, where is it? This impacts your chance to hit. At least it should. Yeah, see how my initiative goes? This is with it being overloaded, it dropped by 1, and your 2 hit drops by 1. That's one impact. The other is it makes you have more stamina drained when you perform actions. Then it'll go to yellow, then I believe to orange, and then red. And each one gets worse and worse, like starts impacting your evasion armor class and all kinds of things. So blue's not terrible, but it's not that good either. But if it goes higher than that, then you really need to try to get rid of some of the encumbrance.
Now who could that be?
Oh, looks like I have you lifted here.
Oh, the number, yes. The number that you can see, I'm trying to click, but it's not clicking. That's called anti-penetration armor class. There's 2 kinds of armor class in this game. There's base armor class, which is actually evasion armor class. It affects your whole body, but it becomes useless when you're paralyzed, unconscious, or blinded. On body parts themselves, they have a anti-penetration armor class. So like these gloves are +3. that will always apply, even if you're unconscious or not, or blinded or whatever. So anti-penetration armor class is way better than evasion. If you look at this, it always tells you the penetration armor class. If you look at something like a ring that applies to your base armor class, that's evasion, which is not as good, but it applies to the whole body. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Moody says yeah, there's a bunch of different colors for the over encumbrance. I predicted the future. Yeah, I didn't see your question, Moody. Sorry. So this thing's an insta-kill. I'm gonna back up my save game file just in case, but we should be good on this. I've only died to this once in the past like 2 years. So let's make sure it doesn't happen on the stream. Let's see. Okay, it's backed up. This is a little tricky because if it just barely touches you, whoa, it just barely touches you, you're dead. And they put a sneaky step right here to make it even worse. It kind of trips you up as you walk over it, and then you can almost bounce into the next one. And if you either get clipped on the back or this one clips you on the front, it's game over. I hate this quest. I hate this mission. Okay, that's the hardest one right there because of that dumb step. This one you have to time. Okay, success. And of course we can't drop in the lava, but this part's a lot easier. I don't know why they thought it'd be good to add a platforming mechanism of insta-death into a RPG. Especially a party-based RPG. That was a bad decision.
Look out, guys! Monsters!
This little dust-up will be no problem.
Taken care of.
Alright.
Very well.
Very well.
God bless.
I'm on it.
It will be done.
Let them move forward. Yeah, Sparkle being Sparkle.
Very well.
Very well.
She flanked it with the axe.
Very well.
Very well.
Taken care of.
You know where the training dummies come from, Target?
Very well.
Indeed.
Very well.
It will be done.
I'm getting better.
Level
I
up.
prosper with the will of destiny.
Fighter and Bard. Nice. Fighter level 9. Ooh, she almost unlocked Power Strike. Need 100 strength. Alright, sword 51, working on that. Close combat. And shield. Bard, we're doing intelligence and dexterity. And artifacts, music, and locks and traps.
Things for me.
Hidden musket balls. Anything that's not hidden, you want to right click on so that you
I
can
find these.
potentially get a bonus to artifacts. But if it's hidden, you don't need to do that when you find it.
I find these.
Looked.
Ready.
Yes?
Oh, I didn't use her book yet.
Present.
I bought those
ready.
books I didn't use. I was going to do knock knock.
Yes? Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
So the ninja's probably not qualified for blinding. We'll see.
Most satisfactory. Most
Oh,
satisfactory.
nice. You got it.
I'm afraid it's not possible.
Good work, fellas.
5,000 experience. All right. So now we go talk with this sergeant again.
Finished it, huh? We need you to confirm recon sightings of the Trang at...
Okay, so the next quest, they want us to go all the way to Martin's Bluff where the Trang are and bring back an arm. So make sure you get the flag like I got before you leave this place. I'm not going to do this on stream, but this is a great place to train your artifact skill and your locks and traps. Tons of lockers and stuff there you can open. The reason that's there, my suspicion, is because if you beat Wizardry 7 and you team up with the Umpani as the ending, you will start here at Umpani Base Camp. If you team up with the Trang in Wizardry 7 and transfer your characters, you start in Martin's Bluff. So both of these areas have kind of, I call them starter dungeon type things. You'll be level 5, I think, your party member, so you don't start as level 1. But that's kind of a way to kind of get you some starting equipment and get you going a little bit.
Back so soon?
Alright, let's get rid of some of this. That's good.
Don't let the...
Okay, so we're done with this for now. Any enemies?
Very well.
Nope. Okay. We'll go kill these bandits and then go back to Arnica. Now, let me see what level are we? 9 and 8. It'd be so good to go get a Dread Spear early on. I do have enough gold. We're gonna go do a tangent. We're gonna go do something kind of crazy. We're gonna go try to see Bella from Wizardry 6, and he's in this game, Wizardry 8, with only level 8 and 9 characters. It's gonna be crazy. But we are playing on Novice, so it might be doable. But if we get a Dread Spear early on, we get that on the Ninja, we will get a lot of mileage out of that. Ah! More swallowers.
Present.
Let me see if I can hit him from here with Noxious Fumes.
Taken care of.
Looks like it. We'll hit one of them. This will give us a lot of time as they move forward.
Very well.
Now, did Sparkle mess up? No, she's up front. Okay. She's a little too weak to be up there. Let's put her back here.
Affirmative.
Very well.
Hola podrida.
Okay, so we just aggroed that one. Now the whole group of 2 are gonna come our way.
Taken care of.
Very well.
I doubt they'll reach us.
Very well.
Check.
Very well.
Failing Stone knocked it out already.
I mean, that's not really impossible.
Hola podrida.
Affirmative.
Very well.
Taken care of.
Very well.
Try to do double damage to this with melee weapons while we can.
The very hordes of hell.
This is what I was talking about, where if they come up on the side, they can hit anyone in the party, except him. Or Sparkle, she can't be hit right now. It's gonna be over here.
Okay.
Taken care of. Taken care of.
Very well.
Ooh, nice. Ryder's getting 2 attacks now. 2 attacks. It's because we got her sword up to 51 now. Sweet.
Very well.
It's running again because of the fear bolt. Just gotta get away.
We did it!
Prepare.
You have summoned me? This is most unfortunate. It will be done.
Okay, anybody else?
Yes.
Bye.
Present. Very well.
Ooh, some magic
Yes.
nectar here. And a priest. He's still running around scared. We have a camouflaged emerald slime, level 10. Alright. get an element shield.
Taken care of.
Very well.
I'm on it. Very well.
Very well.
Taken care of.
Please and terror. We got him with the fear bolt again.
This is more excitement than
We pulled in another slime here, and we pulled in the swallower. He's almost dead. That's perfect.
Taken care of.
Very well.
Very well.
This one is probably going to run again. This one will move forward.
Very well.
Affirmative.
See if this one runs. That one's still running. This one's not good. Now we'll get a bunch of free hits on it.
Very well. Very well.
It says freeze, flees for his life. I know there's a his, hers, and a its. It's just interesting it says his for this.
Check.
So many free shots as he tries to run away.
Okay.
I'm on it.
Now he's by a wall. As long as he doesn't end up aggroing the creature that's kind of over by here. There's a Hogar in here.
Affirmative. Isn't anyone else tired?
He's almost dead.
Okay.
There we go.
We win. It was a nothing.
Okay, let's get some stuff back here. Alchemist creates potion of poison reduction.
Present. Damn it.
Oh, come on, priest. Such a failure.
Very well.
Down there, stones. Yeah. Alright, so we gotta cross the bridge. Fight a marble golem, level 14. This will be our first test. He's still out of range.
I wait. You attack first.
We want an element shield.
Taken care of.
Guardian angel.
Very well.
I'm on it.
Affirmative.
Very well.
Check.
Hey, Tolas, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Let's do a razor cloak.
Taken care of.
And let's save that. I guess we'll go ahead and do some air training.
Very well.
AIR, error.
Very well. I'm on it.
You doing pretty good? Just got back from walk? Nice. Yeah, I'm doing great.
Very well.
Thanks for asking.
Very well.
Very well.
Taken care of.
It will be done.
Here he comes. Since he's so much higher level than us, the chance of us getting an effect on him is pretty low. He already has good resistance anyway, so that just compounds it. So a missile shield would have helped.
Taken care of.
Very well.
Okay, missile shield, where are you? At this point, we don't even need to do it.
Taken care of. Nothing to shoot. We win. It was an alley.
Wow, you're good.
Delightful.
Ooh, nice, priest. Okay, so
Pretty bad.
you need arrows. No, you need bolts. Okay. So, sparkle. Let's give you senses and dexterity, I guess. Actually, let's give you strength. So it might make you a fighter once I get enough strength. She needs another level. Man, she's so bad at everything. Yeah, I agree, Tolis. I hate cloud services that you're forced into. That's annoying. Microsoft is loving to do that. He says, just got an interesting idea. My OneDrive is linked to the user Moody. If I create another account, Moody1, I'm going to be able to bypass OneDrive. So what's the core problem, Moody? Like what problem are you having? So priest, we're gonna do intelligence and piety. And soul shield. It's too important to not get it. Alchemist, intelligence, and dexterity. Ring of fire. Paul says, years ago I worked for a carpet company and the sales PC started updating to Windows 10 in the middle of the day. Yeah, that's so annoying. Yeah, Windows 10, they really started going all out of forcing things on you. Okay.
Yes?
Let's see. Have to be really careful. Let's get a chameleon cast. This is very, very, very dangerous area. You don't want to be going this way, guys. I just want to try to get a dread spear early.
Taken care of.
Okay, the coast is clear there. Something down there.
Okay. Okay.
Very well.
Okay.
Let's make sure there's nothing up around here. I don't see anything.
Check.
Affirmative.
Very well.
Nice. There's Bella. We have
Can
a
you see who
clear,
that is?
clear path to him.
I find these.
Finally. I thought you'd never arrive. Come, take a place around
Your
the
backup
fire.
was incomplete, so
I've
some of
waited
your
to
files
talk to
were in
you
different
for a
places.
Very, very long
During backup, they
time.
moved the desktop folder to the OneDrive folder. That's why I had trouble running the Wizardry 7 balance. So are you just trying to
There's
get your
nothing to be
files
afraid of.
back
Not me, at any rate.
from OneDrive?
My name... We shall...
Trust another moth attracted here by the flame of the Ascension. He seems to know more than most. One wonders how he came to know so much about the Cosmic Lords and their pen.
Goodbye.
It's
Okay.
good.
Now that we have our communication boost, there we go. Boom. Might put it on the Ranger. I have to think about this. See how many attacks we get for both of them. Still one.
I would like to add this
Still
to my
one.
personal collection.
I don't think I have enough to be able to get another one. He doesn't buy much. Let's see what I have here. He does buy potions. I can make a couple renewal from this cure disease. I have a bunch of moderate heal. I still don't think it's going to be enough. But let's try it. Let's see what we can do. All right, let's see here.
Excellent.
You're trying to get all your files out of OneDrive? Have you tried to log online and get them off that way on a website instead of on the computer? Tola says, my name is Bella. That's Italian for beauty, said the huge demon. Yeah. 24,000. Yeah, we're going to have enough. We're just barely going to scrape up enough. Nice. Wow. Now, the problem is we'll have to rest. This is a really dangerous place to rest. It could maybe rest in Ascension Peak.
We shall see.
Monsters come out there or not. Let me take a look.
This is the way to Ascension.
Yeah, we'll see you later, Sparkle. I don't know if monsters will come out over here. I've never rested here. Oh, do you not know the password to your OneDrive account?
It's good.
Did you generate
You have summoned me?
a dread spear for us? Yes, you did. Good job, Ella. Nice. Boom. 2 dread spears early on.
We shall see.
Goodbye.
That's OP. Well, if your drive's not crashed, Moody, you may want to consider getting a program called, oh, what's the name of it? Doggone it. Mini Tool Data Recovery. You can probably get all your files back that were on the desktop with that, as long as your drive hasn't completely crashed.
Taken care of.
I've recovered lots of files from my clients that way.
Taken care of.
Present.
As long as you can't get your OneDrive.
Done it. This is gonna be crazy having 2 dread spears. And our first
Fight our acid vines. All right.
A fight like this is simple.
Go ahead and use missile
Very well.
shield.
Taken care of.
Very well.
Should be good. So we can do a bless.
I'm on it.
It will be done.
Very well. Very well.
Taken care of.
Pretty good training. Go ahead and pick up this equipment we skipped.
Things for me.
Here come the slimes. These are different slimes.
Taken care of.
This is more excitement than I bargained for.
Taken care of.
Very well.
Okay.
Very well. Very well.
Take this.
Check.
There's our first heck in the Dread Spear. Nice. Alright guys, this is probably a good place to stop. We made great progress. Forced to save here. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.